Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Football Manager 2020. This is the Zero to Hero featuring Youth Factory FC series. It's episode number 11. First off, teams are coming in hot and heavy for our star, Nicky Matthews. Already, just in the middle of June, we're getting offers from Premier League sides Watford, Nottingham Forest, 135k possible, 165k possible. I don't know how much longer with bids like that our owner will hold out on giving in to that type of money. So we could be losing our star in the near future, which could really hold us back a lot on this rapid progress that we are making. But as it is that time, as we come back from the break, lots of random information is presented to us because this game is wonderful about providing random information like, what is our stature? Well, it's now Liverpool who is the most reputable club in all of England, passing up Man City. Burnley, their reputation dropped the most, but apparently we have increased significantly. Of course we have. Let's see where that puts us, though. It is Liverpool, Man City, and Man United on top, but then where do we come in at? Well, it's the full Premier League with Nottingham Forest right at the tail end. The only 3-star that's now 3.5-star. West Ham also actually moving up that order. Championship sides. League One sides. What's happened? Bury? Are they defunct? See that? Dulwich Hamlet all the way up to League 2. Wow, guys. Wow. Okay. Here's your 5th, 6th tier sides, and we start to break out of that realm into the 7th tier sides. We're starting to mix in some 8th tier sides, which is where we are headed. The 8th tier. We're down into that half-star, little to no rep sides, and no sign of us yet. I thought we had improved to that point that really excuse me, showed us making progress, but here we are way down. But Northern Premier League Division 1 Northwest, and you can see other. Right, there's one southeast, so we've kind of at least made it up to our peers. But what was notable before was that we were literally the lowest team, and then after the second season, we had moved up about 5 spots. So after the third season, well, it was more than 5 spots. It was maybe 10 or 15 spots. But look at this list. Look at that pull-down menu. Look at what's out there. So we've actually moved roughly halfway up the list of all the clubs that are here. I'd actually say we're more than halfway up the list. That's pretty crazy. That in just 3 seasons we've moved up that far. But of course, we're still completely obscure. So it's not like our progress is that significant. Youth contracts expired. Thompson, Reddington, yeah, not worried. They can leave. That's okay. They're part of the original group. I will not offer. All right, here we go. Season expectations. They want us to win the league again. They want us to reach the first round of the FA Cup. The FA Trophy now, looking at quarterfinal. and Integro League Cup. This is not one I'm familiar with, but they want us to win it. I'm wondering if that's our tier, a cup that encompasses the other divisions that we don't play against for our league. Could be. We have a transfer budget. We certainly have a payroll budget. Our current spending is well below that budget. I will be doing a little bit this season with rebalancing some contracts, and I actually did some at the end of the season, so I will rebalance a few of those contracts. The contracts are one thing that I'm not worried about maintaining with this playthrough, considering what we're up to. So we just sign the guys coming out as youth players and instantly sign the contracts. It saves us some time. But again, I have made that decision that if the owner steps in, oversteps us and says, no, you know what, we're gonna let these guys go because they're offering us lots and lots of money, then in that case I will cave in and let it go. Okay, you were out of the country last time. We need to put you back in as goalkeeper. There we go. So as we come back from the break, or as they come back tomorrow anyway, we have Nicky Matthews now at a 112, just continuing to progress more and more. And apparently 112 is just now inching into championship level. I don't think he's quite there yet. I still think it's a League 2, League 1 type level. But Williamson Toyne not far behind him. Or Scott Frame for that matter. Moffitt, Ball both stepping up. But then again, there's that drop off. There's a pretty good gap behind that. Eddie Warren improving nicely though. So he is definitely coming along. So is Tom Gregory. So these guys are progressing. And this was one thing I was worried about with low level coaching. How much could they do? How much would they do? How quick would they develop? See, Neil Curry, Gage Swain haven't developed at all. John Gray down here, he's near maxed out. Catton's near maxed out. So these guys are going to get phased out of this lineup as I get some replacements, but we are so thin at the center of the pitch. But there is hope, because now, we're pushing more and more away from these guys. Fewer and fewer of them left on the team. This next youth intake should just about wipe them out. Wow, Devitt up to a 61 now. But at a position that we don't have much. Luka Jackson, though, could be stepping up in a big way. But again, he's at a position where we have one of our top 3 stars. So he wouldn't get any playing time. So under 23s is where it's at. See any soon-to-be breakout stars. Mark Roberts, he could make an impact. Center of the pitch, right? Not a lot of potential, but he can certainly do more than Catton and Gray. Like they're, 44, 43? What is he now? 45. He's right there. So Mark Roberts could be on his way here very soon to replacing one of those two guys. He's got a good first touch, good pass. He's brave, determined, works hard. Those are good attributes, but he just does not have much skill, does he? Alright, well, we're going to start sliding forward. Oh, hello. We have other big news. Recent, let's see, where? You know what? Let's just go through it this way. We are building a new stadium. New stadium is coming, due to move into a 1,300 capacity Youth Factory FC stadium 2 years from now. So the move is still 2 years away, but it is planned and it is already paid for. It is already paid for. We have taken a dip in our balance, but really not that big of a dip. I mean, we're out 600,000 down the tubes for that. Our profit this month was minus 600,000 because of what we spent, and it's obviously well below the bar, and that's gonna kind of be stuck there for a while. But here's the thing: the expenditure, 1.3 million. That's what it's costing to make this stadium, roughly. But the income, we got some grants. So let's break this down. Income side first. The money we brought in last month to pay for it right at the end of the month. So we got a $660,000 grant to help pay for the stadium. We got our prize money for the league. But that was it. So $660,000. But then on the expenditure side, $1.2 million was the cost of the stadium. So half the cost was covered by the state, no loans taken out, just paid for right up front. So local government took care of half of it. We took care of the other half of it, and we have ourselves a local stadium on the go. Of course, when it is done, even though it will be nothing compared to what we have here, right? It's not going to have the facilities. Something's going to drop. Like the corporate facilities, I would imagine, will drop. I have no idea what else. The youth facilities, the training facilities, they might drop off as well. It's really hard to say. But whatever this comes out as, I won't mess with capacity or anything like that. What I will mess with is making sure we maintain the 20s. So that'll be the key point. Small stadium. As we keep moving up through the divisions, they're going to have to turn around and, build something again. We still have $2 million in the bank, so we're looking good. Reputation up over 1,000. Club attendance increasing. The minimum club attendance increased by a whopping 1. There will be no less than 6 people in that stadium. That's right, people. That's right. 6 people. 6 people care to see us. Actually, over 100 do. So there you go. All right. 20 teams in the league. 2 teams are going to get relegated. 1 automatic promotion, and 4 teams in a playoff for the second promotion spot. Again, if big if here, if Matthews goes, we could have a difficult time from there, continuing our scoring ways. One possibility is Williamson Toyne is not a left winger alone. He is also a forward. He is a striker. So we could move him into Matthew's spot just to keep that goal scoring prowess. But of course he is a different player. He's quick. He's very quick, but he's not as quick. But he's actually a better finisher. He's a better finisher, and he does score a lot of goals. So, but it's the pairing of these two. And when you had Brennan with them, right, we were very dominant. Brennan goes away, and all of a sudden it's back to just these two. I'm afraid if we were down to just one of them, teams would begin being able to contain him a little bit more. Doesn't mean we're not going to win a lot of games because of how strong these guys are, including Scott Frame. But nothing's a guarantee, and as you start peeling away layers, I am concerned that we could lose some guys. Let's go ahead and get through the preseason. I might have another stop or two along the way, but otherwise, let's move forward to the opening game of the season. Sad times for the team, as the owner has accepted a $1.1 million offer from Darby County for Nicky Matthews. and it is with them that he has signed. I'm at least happy that that was the higher end deal. It was starting at $750,000, where they accepted about 9 offers in total. The 1.1 was among the 2 highest, and I think they were both 1.1. So we have lost our star player going forward, and that is very much a worrying thing, as we're going to have to reshape the lineup without him. Williamson-Toyne, the new star, rising up. We'll see if I move him into that forward position and pull somebody up into left wing. I'll have to look at really what my options are to make a decision in terms of other forwards, right? The only other one right now is Tom Gregory, who is out injured until right about the start of the season. It's down to a couple weeks now, so he should be back just about in time before we get started. But Dean McKinnon, way down the list, has potential, but only a 54. The under 23s, Ed Morgan, a 58. But what about the left wing situation? Gibbons, maybe? Maybe we pull up Gibbons instead? That could be, or Linnington. But neither one of them has a tremendous amount of potential. We're just kind of looking at stopgap filling in. Jack Owens, decent potential, but just not there right now, not ready. So I think we might be moving Williamson-Toyne to grab those goals. He's got the good finishing, so hopefully we don't miss out too much this season. But this is going to be a huge step backward for the club, losing our best player. Yes, $1 million. That's nice. That more than paid for the stadium all by itself. So Nicky Matthews has earned the club a new stadium, and maybe we name it the Nicky Matthews Stadium when it's done. Well, I think in a couple of years, hopefully we'll have forgotten about him and continue to move on up. Though those players, where are they now? We will check in on those guys here at some point, but it's still a little early in the series for that. But that is now 3 key players gone from the club in the last couple seasons. So before we get to the league's first game of the season against Bartontown, our first competitive match is actually the FA Cup. Now, unfortunately, the moment our most influential player left, it really messed up the team's focus. And the other 2 stars, without Matthews around, both of them immediately were like, okay, why don't you let me go? So I've got a bit of a crisis of some drama. We've got a bit of drama coming from our stars now, ready to move on themselves and kind of clean the slate and really have this team start over. So if we're going to be favorites, which apparently we still are, the offers for Frame are getting bigger and bigger. They were at 2,000 to 3,000 already. It's up over 20,000, but of course 20,000 is not going to get our ownership to budge. So these 2 aren't going anywhere. Nobody else is going anywhere anytime soon. Gregory just coming back from injuries on 45 minutes. I'll have to keep an eye on that because I think he is into the starting lineup actually as our forward. I have some ideas on how to move the club, but it's going to take a little bit of time, a little bit of training. And ultimately what my idea is, Williamson-Toyne moving into the forward position, Scott Frame moving up. This is the one. He needs a little bit of training. He's got some vague familiarities with playing wing, but he definitely needs some training. Definitely needs training. And so to pick that up, we're going to work on that a little bit. And then that gives me Luka Jackson to move into that fullback position. Luka Jackson is certainly good enough to hold the position. He's just stuck behind Frame. And then that gives us a pretty strong lineup compared to what we could have otherwise. Tom Gregory at striker, not a great fit. Bryn Gibbons is the one who has been brought up to fill the void. This is the entire senior squad. So FA Cup, we're allowed 7 on the bench, and we have exactly that. Tom Gregory's only going to get about 45, so somebody else will be finishing the game out for him. But this is that first game that we're going to sit through to open the season, as it is the first competitive one, even though it's not league. And so you can see Phil Hammond, his mood is poor. Frame, his is definitely poor. Williams-Toyne, he's okay. He is okay after what's happened. When you see up and down the roster, it's not anywhere near what we left the season as. So we need to try to be passionate here, and we should be winning this match no problem. And now they're stressed. Okay. Well, good thing you trust me when I give you that pat on the back, because we have a strong reputation. Let's go ahead and get into the match. Small crowd on hand. Now, during the preseason, we showed our progress by playing pretty competitively against some 5th, 6th, 7th tier sides that are still above where we're now at in the 8th tier. So we're still looking like a side that is raring to go, ready to move up another level this year. Hopefully we are. Hopefully it's not going to take the youth intake to help us get there. Hopefully the team now currently can make it happen, as Gregory nearly scores on that one. He kicks it straight at the keeper. Williams-Toyne set him up well for it. Good pressure. Here's Dale on the run. He makes the cut to the inside, takes a chance himself. We've already had 7 shots in just 16 minutes, so yes, we are pretty dominant for this game anyway. Alresford, honestly, I have no idea who this team are and whether they're any good whatsoever, but we are clearly dominating this matchup and should come out on top. Williams-Toyne with a chance, sends it wide to Catton after it's blocked, and comes straight back to him. 10-1 on the shots. Looking pretty good on that part. Here's Williams-Toyne on the overlap. Back to Dale. It's a good cross in. Dale gets there first. We're reacting definitely quicker than these guys. We should be scoring any moment now, especially now that their team is frustrated by their manager's comments. Williams-Toyne over to Dale, and Dale gets the opener. His first goal of the season. Williams-Toyne is definitely going to be the key to our season, and probably Scott Frame as well. Simple finish for Dale. Just has to get that knee up high, open that leg. There's Gregory. Oh, that's tipped. That's tipped. I don't think he was going to get that on target anyway. Moffat with a chance. It's blocked. Cleared. Chance gone. Can they create a chance here? That was a nice ball in. Oh! Horrible clearance there. Just horrendous clearance by Warren. And they nearly level the score. Hammond, good interception. Gregory flicks that header on to no one. No idea where he was going with it. Williams-Toyne nearly scores, but I think the last moment he decided to go far post instead of near post. Didn't quite pull it all the way across. Here's Williams-Toyne again. He needed to go near post that time. Again, he goes down the middle. Burton. Ball in. Gregory heads it over. Too many missed chances here. Frame. Moffat pulls it wide. We approach halftime. It's only 1-0, even though we're completely dominating this game. Anything could happen in a game like this. Dale comes back for the ball. We reset. Williams-Toyne recovers. He gets it in. Dale almost makes it too. Dale never puts up the numbers that the others do, but he does a decent job. He's been in that starting role for quite a while now, a couple seasons. He looks pretty on it today. Williams-Toyne creating a lot of chances, but his finishing himself has been really poor. Don't get complacent. Things can turn around. Pat on the back. Pat on the back. More to come. Oh, you're still stressed. Okay, great. Frame. Oh, Frame kicks it out. Warren in possession. Burton. Gatton over the top to Dale. Dale's running. Oh, Dale, you had the keeper. You had the keeper at the near post. Far post completely wide open. You made a cut to the inside, and the keeper did not adjust. All you had to do is tap it. You could pass that in to the far post. Gregory, 2 chances. Both going 1-2. 30 shots, and we've only managed 1 goal. Hammond playing nervous. Gotta watch out for him. Come on, guys. What can we do here? 65 minutes. Gregory needs a sub. Gregory's way past that time. He's got a yellow card as well. Gibbons, your first appearance. Apparently you can't play forward, but you... here we go. You can play wing. Oh, there we go. It's just the wrong guy. But let's switch these out. Gibbons, you're going to go out on the wing. Williamson Toyne, he's going to go up front. See if he can make something happen. Burton blasts that one over the bar. It was kind of close. Wasn't the worst shot, but definitely not troubling anyone. Dale, good move there. Good cross. Oh, Gibbons is grabbed and held. I think we had... Yes, we have a penalty. Gibbons coming in. Oh, frame. Straight at the keeper. Poor penalty. Nice save, though. It was definitely a nice save. Here's Warren. Still 1-0. Game is not over yet. Gibbons' first action is to earn us a penalty. Oh, Williamson Toyne. Boy, if he only moves, Dale's got him set up. There's Gibbons! First ever appearance for the senior squad. And he quickly earns us a penalty. And then he quickly, after that, when we can't capitalize on it... Boy, was he offside? I think the keeper thought he was offside. Keeper didn't move a muscle. And they are frustrated. They are furious. I think I understand why. I think he was offside. That shouldn't have stood. Dale recovers. Gets across. Can't find a man. Moffitt resets to ball. Anyway, yeah, first appearance and he's got a goal. Potential game winner. Williamson Toyne. Just missing the target on that one. A little disappointing for him, even though he's got the highest rating, the 9.0. And there it is. We survive a poor performance. This doesn't suggest a poor performance. This does. Missed penalty. Lots of missed chances. We still managed to get half of our shots on target. But most of the shots that were on target were easy saves. I want to say that, but you know what? That's okay. Pat on the back. He'll listen to that a little bit better. Just a little bit. Alright, well, we do open the season with a win. Could have been so much more than that. But we'll take it. So that's the extra preliminary round to the FA Cup, meaning it is very early days still, and the team is expected to get relatively deep into the tournament. And just simple pats on the back. $3,000. Woo! I'm going to have to praise that mess, but there you go. He's happy. Hopefully they're happy. We'll see. Value, low, up and down. That's why nobody's offering much. But there you go. Just 2 players now, over 100. They don't quite have the potential that Matthews had, so hopefully, if we're lucky, teams won't try to sweep in and take them away from us to the same extent. We won't come in with $1 million offer, and we can hang on to these core players now and then just have to worry about the next great player coming through our youth intake. That could help pick us up a level or two and then ultimately have to be let go at some point. But whatever we can do, if the core can stay together and be good enough, just good enough, whatever it is, to help lift this team at least to that, 4th, 5th, 6th tier, to where then the owner will be more willing, more reluctant to let players go. But quick check-in, here we are. Reputation now 834. It's gone down. It's gone down by 200 without Matthews. We lost 200 rep losing Matthews. So our top player is absolutely a part of that. It is not just what the team has done. It's who the team has that makes up their reputation. But speaking of, for me, what is my impact on this club? Well, reputation climbing 25%. Excuse me. Attribute-wise, hitting 7s now. 8 in motivating. Haven't seen much change since the end of the season. I am currently studying for a National A license, so we will see a boost in the coaching attributes when we come back from that. But the reputation now over 4,000. We definitely have a long ways to go to become a good manager. We're getting more and more tolerable every day. Considering we started with 1s and everything. And in just a few years, we've got full England knowledge now. Not that that matters at all with what we're trying to do. But we won Tier 10, Tier 9 over the last 2 years, and the FA Vase a year ago. What can we do this year? We'll find out in the coming episodes. That's going to do it for this one. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.